Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just so surprised I didn't actually mute myself like I have been doing for. You guys are listening and watching to Breaking Tables.
You know I'm rocking with the Bills. It's the Mafia, you know I'm rocking with the Bills. It's the Mafia, I'm with the Buffalo Bills. It's the Mafia, you know I'm rocking with the Bills. Hey, who you reppin'? What's your team? Who you reppin'? What's your team? You know I'm reppin' for my team. I got that talent on my team. Micah High, Jordan Boyer, can you catch it? Trade day is like a mask.
In the house, we got Tampa Neal. What up, dog? You're on.
I'm just messing with you. It works perfectly.
Clapping while I'm snapping. Jerry Hughes will get the sack soon as you snap it. Yeah. Andre Roberts running back. Ain't no.
And in this corner, Tommy from Buffalo Mafia Sports Talk. What up, dog?
We got Beasley. We got Diggs. What's up? With the stiff, I'm treat opponents just like his. Feliciano, Deion Dawkins, block defenders like the Fins. Hey, it's the Mafia. I said no one on.
All right, guys. All right. Without further ado, today we're doing something special. We've been doing the Bills Backers live tour. This time the bus is fucking leaving. We left South Florida, and now we are here in Orlando for your very own. Everybody give it up for our boy Walter from Orlando Bills Backers.
The face that runs the place, the champ that runs the camp is live in this bitch.
Yeah. What's up, brother? Hey, man. Thanks for hopping on Breaking Tables. Everybody's been asking, when are we going to get Orlando Backers on? Because, you know, when you get to Florida, all the cheap flights go through Orlando. You got to go through Orlando, drive past the Bills Backer Orlando bar. Talk to me about that bar. Where's it located? How far away from the airport is this Bills Backers bar? And what's the name of it for Mafia listeners and viewers listening, watching?
Well, first off, let me say, thank you guys for having me on. It is an honor. I appreciate it. Giving me a chance to let you guys know how things are like in Orlando. We are dead smack downtown Orlando. It's a bar restaurant called Harry Buffalo. No ties to Buffalo. It just kind of seemed to fit in perfectly. We are a 2-story bar and restaurant. We are probably about 20 minutes from the airport. You walk in and you feel home. As soon as you walk in, you're going to see a big Bills flag. You're going to see Bills neons. You walk upstairs, you're going to see nothing but autographed jerseys of all the legends that have played for the Bills. You're going to see hand-drawn murals all across this place. The owners, the GM, they absolutely love the Bills and the Bills Mafia and every fan that comes through the door, because they know when we come through the door, there's going to be a lot of alcohol that's being drank.
Yes, sir. No, you absolutely know it. A, we travel deep, and B, we drink a fuckload. Okay, just half of the population of Bills fans make up of probably the majority of alcoholics to U.S. Boys, you've been to Orlando, right? Neil, have you been to the Backers bar out there? You don't live that far away.
I've not been to the Backers bar, but I have definitely been to Orlando a lot.
Okay. And Tommy,
I know where it is. Once he told me where it was, I knew exactly where it was. So,
and Tommy's up in Detroit. He's like, man, you guys are over here talking about, Orlando and weather and sun and bikinis, and I'm up here wearing hoodies just to get the mail. Walter, let's back it up. Before we get more in depth about this, because this bar looks amazing. And guys, while we're talking about this, look up Harry's Buffalo in Orlando. Place looks like from something off of if I went to Bourbon Street and Mardi Gras, that's what it looks like. One of those kind of setups.
True story. The building is an historical building, and it used to be a whorehouse. The building is actually 3 stories. So upstairs, they run ghost tours, and upstairs is the original bar, and all the doors are still individually numbered from when they used to do their naughty time.
Whoa.
Watch out. Is there still undercover non-con going on there?
That was the time for that.
Listen, and every employee will tell you this. No employee will go up there at nighttime by themselves, because you hear stuff. I had to work there downtown for WrestleMania a couple years ago, and they asked me to go get something by myself. Now, I'm 6'1", 270 pounds. I'm like, yeah, guy, hell no, I ain't going up there. Not today, Satan.
No, yeah, not today, Satan. Oh, that is epic. And how long have you been the president for the Orlando Backer? You started it, and
Actually, no. There was a chick named Amy. She started it. Her and her husband moved to Tampa, so she needed someone to take it over. She asked me. I mean, I did it for like a good 4 years by myself, and I just got burnt out, and I stepped away. And 2 people stepped up, Kevin and Elise. They did it for a couple years, and then the owners, they said, hey, we want to, bring Walter back on. We want to have 3 people doing this. So now, a lot of the priorities are split. But since I'm the one that kind of has the seniority of it, a lot of the stuff there's a lot of stuff that I'll do the talking for. But my girl Elise, we are now a 501c3 charity. So our girl Elise, she runs all the financial stuff. And then Kevin, he deals with a lot of the clubs trying to get the donations and all that good stuff.
That's badass. The people that you meet, the people you deal with, especially revolving around Buffalo Bills. It's just that's just what we do, guys. We stick together, we help each other out, and we go to the common cause, which is Buffalo Bills. How long have you been Bills? What's that?
We do a lot of charity work too. And it's, listen, I tell people when you come to the bar, it's not all about alcohol. It's not all about football. I mean, we do give back. With obviously the Pulse shooting that was, years ago here in Orlando, a lot of the Bills fans went down there and donated, blood donations, collecting stuff. Anytime we get hurricanes, anything like that, a lot of the Bills fans will step up. My mother died of cancer a couple years ago. And every year during the Christmas time, we collect stuffed teddy bears and we take them to the local children's hospital because a kid can have that because there's no metal in it. So when the kids are getting CAT scans and x-rays, they can take it into the machine and have something to hang on to. So it's not all about alcohol as much as it really is, but it's not. It's all about giving back to the community too.
Well, Bills Mafia, it's a work hard, play hard mentality, and working hard towards a good common goal. And that's what you guys are doing. It sounds of it. That's amazing, dude. That's absolutely amazing that you guys are doing that, because a lot of people are just like, we're going to be backers and not do that, or just just too much extra work, and you guys go above and beyond.
It is, but you know what, we realize that not everybody is as fortunate as us. We have a bar that we can come into. I mean, this bar, they brought in blue and blue light on draft for us and bottles. They have pizza logs shipped down for us, not the fake ass pizza logs. No, we get the real stuff shipped down. And I mean, like I said, the owners have no ties to Buffalo, absolutely none whatever. They hate the Bills. One's a Bucks fan and one's a Jags fan.
They're just smart businessmen going, hey, I know. You. That's great.
And I mean, and that's the good part, because I mean, even the management, they put a rule in on Sundays. You're not allowed to wear any other football team's clothing while you're working. It either has to be a Bills shirt or a Harry Buffalo shirt. And we have a girl named Ashley who's a bartender who's a big Patriots fan, and she has the city of Boston tattooed across her back with the Bruins logos, the Celtics logos.
No.
And she's like, she can't wear any Patriots stuff on a Sunday.
Hey,
but,
so as management, you gotta be like, I'm sorry, Tracy, but you're gonna have to cover that up.
yeah, they're like, yep. I mean, and I've literally watched them tell employees, you got to go change, or you got to go home. She comes wearing it with a Miami Dolphins t-shirt. She's like, oh, my boyfriend said it'd be okay.
Tracy, hate to tell you, but you're fired. Hope she's not watching. Okay, where are you from originally, by the way?
I'm from Batavia. A lot of my family's buried up in Elba. I still got family up there, Churchville. My little cousin, he played soccer at St. John's Fisher. So, I mean, I try to go home once a year, and I try to fly into Rochester because I can stop off, see the fam, go by the cemetery, pay my respects, get some sponge candy. and then haul ass over to Buffalo.
Nice, man.
Nice.
I'm from York, which is not too York, New York, not too far.
Yeah.
Tennessee area, and Tommy, where are you from again? Tommy?
I'm initially from Florida, man, South Florida, and then I lived back and forth in Michigan for a minute, and now I'm back in Detroit. But I've been to Buffalo a few times. I went to the game 2 years ago. Actually, no, 3 years ago. I went to Josh Allen's rookie year against the Lions.
Nice. Did you have your Lions?
My aunt actually lives in Elba.
Did you have your Lions tear off because you're
No, my Dolphins gear. I had to tear that off first, then get my Lions gear on. Get the hell out of here!
You're my boy, dude.
Get out of here.
Neil, where you from?
Lancaster, just outside the city, about 20 minutes from the stadium. So,
all right.
But my aunt lives in Elba. One of my very good friends is his dad was the councilman for the city of Batavia. So,
nice.
That's about my knowledge of Batavia right there.
So, Walter, you're dealing, basically, summing up, you're dealing with the same, New York attitude minus the rare exception over there named Tommy, who is born and raised in Florida and was like, I'm not being a fucking Dolphins fan. Bills it is.
I was taking stuffed dolphin animals to the game against Buffalo. My mom hated me. I didn't give a shit. I was dragging dolphins in there.
Bro, and that's when they told you they adopted you, right?
That's when they told me, get the hell out of the house.
So Walter, so you came down and you started meeting the right people, and it's like, wow, this is amazing. I love it, because that's what, if you're a Bills fan, we share the same passion no matter where you go. No matter what location you're at, there's always a backers location where you can just go there and like, I'm home again because I'm with my people.
Absolutely.
You guys get a lot of outside of season. They still come. You guys have it's the Bills bar in Orlando, basically.
Absolutely. And like I said, when we first started off, there was probably about 10 people, and they gave us the upstairs. And now, 7 years later, we take over both floors, every TV. I mean, now this bar has one giant. They have 50-something TVs, so it's Bills game, another game, Bills game, another game. Live DJ comes in, DJ Pauly, he comes in, spins tunes. I mean, now it's to the point where if you're wearing another team shirt, you just don't walk in. Where 7 years ago, people just walked in randomly and everything else, but then the owners started to realize that, hey, this is the point of no return. We're going to have to commit to being a Bills bar. And I tried to tell them, it's like, this is a year-round thing right here, because people know that they can come in, they can get a blue or a blue light. They can come in and get pizza logs. They want to come in and just take photos, look at all the jerseys on the wall. That people are going to come in for that. And they do. And true story, 3 years ago, Orange County. Now, Orange County contains Disney World. 3 or 4 years ago, Harry Buffalo was the number 2 in sales of Labatt. Number 1 was Disney. Number 3 was Publix grocery store. Harry Buffalo was selling more Labatt products than Publix, ABC Liquor, and a few other places. Number 1 was Disney, just because they had Canada.
Wow. I want to go this weekend just to check out. And this is the inside. I don't know if you guys can see my screen. If you guys want to zoom in really quick, this is a monstrosity of a bar. Let me just. How do I do one of these little thingies where
that is a big ass bar?
That
is a big ass bar.
Too bad if you could pull that video up
That's
that
like
I
Nashville
sent you,
size bar
during the playoff game, that will show you.
Oh yes, here we go. Okay, let me just get my fat ass out of the way here. Okay.
Hey, good stuff.
Damn, look at that Andre Reed jersey hanging up there too. Damn, son.
Oh yeah.
Look at that. So, all right, so the upper tier, that's not haunted. You go any further higher than that, then it's that's like the Poltergeist. You don't want none of that shit.
We took Aaron Williams up there. He went up there one time. He's like, never again.
No way.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that is so cool. That is so cool. I'm just gonna let him leave this fucker up. That's kind of cool out there. Whatever. It feels like I'm
Oh yeah,
I'm
it is.
the VIP section behind me are my commoners. All right, commoners. How do I don't want to take up the entire screen though. So, dude, that's badass. That's badass that you get to be part of something so big in Orlando, which is not a small fucking city. That is bigger than probably Rochester or Buffalo combined, honestly.
It's funny when we flew into Rochester a couple years ago. True story. We left on Black Friday. One of the owners is a Jaguars fan. He's never been out of town to go any place like this. So we flew into Rochester. Rochester averages, I think they said it like 10 million people per year fly through that airport. Orlando does like 15 million in a month at one point. So we left Orlando on Black Friday and it was 82 degrees. We landed in Rochester. It was 14 and about 4 feet of snow. And let me tell you, his last name is Muhammad. Never fly with a guy whose last name is Muhammad. Let me just tell you.
Because the person in front of him is going to get inspected, the person behind him, and it happens to be you, Walter. And,
he randomly got stopped.
That's random my ass.
But I mean, listen, he has never been to Buffalo.
I cannot pronounce your name, so
I mean, he's never been up there, so we took him up there. I had to take him to all the touristy spots. We had to go to Anchor Bar. We had to go to Bar Bill. We took him down to 716.
Nice.
Then we went to the game. He met Pinto Ron. We got his photo taken. We got to eat some toilet bowl chili, some filing cabinet pizza. And that was the game where Leonard Fournette got into the fight. And literally we're 3 rows.
Shaq Lawson, yeah.
Yeah, so everyone's screenshotting the game and sending it to us, and all you can see is him in his Jaguars hoodie and stuff, and we're just standing there, just fucking watching the game, drinking.
Oh man! So you guys do various events, okay? Circle the calendar. Obviously, next Wednesday we have the schedule that comes out. We're all per Tampa Neil. I think I'll give you the props. You started it, Neil. And then Tommy's like, no, it'll never happen, like he always does. And myself was like, you know what? That's a good idea. I'm just going to go ahead and say it and make it like it's my idea. Bucks versus the Bills, game number 1. You're only an hour and a half away from Tampa, no?
Here's the problem with that, though, is we've already been in contact with the Bucks for group sales. And they already told us whoever gets the first game is going to get screwed because that's the first home game is going to be their Super Bowl unveiling. That's where the banner gets raised. And like they said, secondary tickets are going to be through the roof to get to that game. And I mean, I got to be honest with you. I can afford to go to the game and a lot of other people can, but for that first game, especially with the Super Bowl unveiling, I really don't know if I want to sit there and watch Tom Brady get another ring. I'm just saying.
I agree with that, man. I agree with that.
But when we go out there and kick their ass in the first game, that'll be so satisfying.
Oh, that would be true too. Don't get me wrong. I would love to see that Super Bowl banner being run, and then all of a sudden the Bills run it up 56-10.
I never thought about that. You know what? I thought about, I want to see the Buffalo Bills as many times as I can. But then, like, do I really want? I don't have to go in there early, though. I can just go in there just for the game kickoff time. Yeah, whatever. But I do want to go for it. But I do see your point. But for you to just be like, hey, I've got this huge bar right here. I want to see laughter on their faces of us just kicking Tom Brady in the teeth.
I mean, it's the same thing because the Bills come to Jacksonville this year. And everyone's worried about, well, what if the Bills get stuck their first game against Jacksonville? That's going to be Trevor Lawrence's first game. So a lot of people are thinking the same thing. It's going to be so hard and tickets are going to go through the roof. It was the same thing when the Bills brought in Rex Ryan. I mean, look how bad season tickets went through the roof. It was like 60,000 season tickets got sold that year. So, don't get me wrong. The Bills come to Florida 3 times this year. So I'm excited either way.
And you're definitely 100% coming down to Miami. You have to, bro. We need to break some tables and do some shots down here with John Howell and Brian with Bills Backers Miami. So
my homegirl, Lisa Marie, she lives up in Lockport. She wanted to come down to Miami a couple years ago. I pick her up. She flew down, was staying at her cousin's house. I pick her up. We go down to the stadium. She gets out. Now, this is Miami, and I don't know if you've ever been to the Miami Stadium, but it's kind of a shady area.
I live like 20 minutes away from there off the turnpike.
So what are you talking about? Miami Gardens shady?
So
my entire region south of 595.
Well, she gets into her bag and she's like, I'm going to put my jersey on. Hey, no problem. It's an O.J. Simpson jersey and it says guilty on the back.
Oh my!
Nice.
No.
And everybody's looking at me. And I'm like, fuck this. I don't know. So then one of the guys at our tailgate grabs a knife and he grabs a knife and puts salsa on it. And he's like, hey, Lisa, turn around. Let's take a photo. And I'm sitting here like, oh, shit. So,
Awesome.
please tell me you're not going to wear this to the game. And she's like, no, I'm going to change jerseys. So we go into the stadium.
Right.
And I'm like, and everybody, people outside, they're like, oh, I'm so glad she changed her jersey. I'm like, yeah, me too. Me too.
Oh, people are going like, wow, nice.
But then it was good though, because they were the Dolphins were passing around orange balloons to all the fans. So every orange balloon that came, I grabbed it and I'd pop it right in front of these group of little kids, and I'd say, "No fucks given, Bills Mafia for life." And I got that on Snapchat, and it was so. That was the game where the Bills made it into the playoffs.
I need to see. I need to see. And the only reason why, there is nothing better in the world at seeing little kids get scared and cry. I love it. I'm gonna say it like that. I think it's absolutely hilarious to see that and make it happen.
And then it was good because that was the game, like I said, where that was the New Year's Eve game where they made it into the playoffs. And Thurman and his family were there, and I've met Thurman a couple times because his daughters used to go to school down here, so they would come into the bar. So his daughters and I exchanged, phone numbers, and we kept in contact if they were in town. And she texted me, she's like, "Why don't you come sit with us?" So me and this girl Lisa go over there, and we sit with Thurman and his family. And I tell you, that was one of the first times I cried, was watching the Bills make the playoffs when I watched Thurman get on the table with his hands above his head, and his family was right there, and you could just see it in his eyes. Like, because the Dolphins, after the game, everybody ran to the TVs in the stadium, and security's trying to kick all these Bills fans out, and there was just no way it was going to happen.
Yeah, I was there. I was at that game. I remember waving at Kyle Williams. Kyle Williams was, because it was so packed of Bills Mafia. Kyle Williams came back out because how many Bills fans were still at the stadium? He's coming out like this. And I was like, "We're still here. We're still here." I need to find that video, because that was just like when I watch that video, I get goosebumps. I go, "Oh my God, I remember that. I remember that game." Where were you? Ask a Bills fan, Tommy. Where were you, Tommy? Where were you, Tommy? And bless you, Neil. Tommy, where were you when that happened? When the Bills, you knew the Bills are going to the playoffs after 17 years. Where were you right now at that point?
I was home, like I always am every game, and I was praying. I was watching that Bengals game, literally at the edge of my seat, just praying to God, just get us in. And dude, when that happened, I screamed, "Fuck, motherfucker, yeah!" Bro, I was so fucking loud, dude. My neighbors had to think something was going on, bro. But dude, that was unfucking believable, bro. That probably was the greatest moment since we were in the playoffs for me, And
you were down in Pompano when that happened, right?
I was in Detroit, baby.
Oh, you already left for Detroit. Okay.
I was already in Detroit, yeah.
Gotcha. And Neil, where were you at, bub?
So I was watching the game at home, and I went absolutely crazy. And instead of going out for New Year's, me and my wife were trying to figure out how we can get tickets as fast as we can and get hotels booked as fast as we can. I was on the phone calling Dave, trying to figure out, I'm like, "Dude, I've got tickets. I'm about to pull the trigger. You ready to go? Are you ready for this? He ran down the street. He literally pulled the flag off his house and ran down the street screaming, "The Bills made the playoffs!" It was a crazy night. Like New Year's Eve was not celebrated. Trying to figure out what we were doing that day was what was celebrated.
So Walter, that's how I met Neil. Was up at the Jacksonville game after we won, because his buddy was my fraternity brother. So I was just like, "All right, I'm gonna come on up and let me sleep on your on the floor. Okay, I don't give a fuck. I'll sleep in a fucking car. I don't care. I'm going to go watch the Bills. I live 5 hours away. I'm going to drive up. I will not drink and drive." But anyways, I drove up, partied all morning with these guys. Neil made his shit, and it was funny that we talked about how places that we go to always run out of alcohol. Can you guarantee us, Walter, if Bill's Mafia at any given time go crazy, and can Harry's Buffalo can they contain us?
That's the problem. And once again, and I will blame this on the Corona, but how is alcohol on back order? I don't get that. Like, listen, my favorite bottle of alcohol to drink. My favorite bottle to drink of alcohol is Rumplemints. I love me some Rumplemints. Now, once again, true story. One of the managing partners, the Jags fan, when we went up to Buffalo, we went to the Big Tree Inn, and we walk in and there's a bottle of Rumplemints. It's 10 o'clock in the morning, and we said, "Well, time to do a shot." So the owner behind the bar comes up. He's like, "We don't call it Rumplemints. We call it house dressing here." So
nice.
Basically, what we did now is when you come into Harry Buffalo, you don't say Rumplemints. The whole bar now asks for a house dressing shot.
Aha!
It's just one of these things. It's like everybody knows.
Nice.
Like, if you want to get in good with me, let's do a shot of house dressing.
So Jonathan Holler from Bill's Backer Miami he told me, he's like, he's going to have Rumplemints. You must have hung out with John before, because he had it spot on. That's why I texted you, like, hey, get the Rumplemints ready, because we're about to get down.
Yeah, it's funny, man. I never really cared for it, but then all of a sudden it just got put in my face, and it was just like, here, let's do another one. Let's do another one.
There he is.
Let's do another one.
Holler goes, I told you about that Rumple.
Damn.
Well, we just said that, bro.
It's a gift from the gods, is it what we like to call?
And we got Chris Richter. The Bears. All right, buddy.
They even got a team up there anymore? I thought they were going to turn that stadium into a parking lot.
You got plenty of blue cheese. You got plenty of blue cheese there, right?
Plenty of blue cheese.
He's trying to figure out. He's actually going to give me all of his Trubisky jerseys, so I can convert it, spray paint it blue, and be like, yeah. He's such a fanboy when it comes to the Bears. Sorry, man. The losers. Moving on. This is the Bills podcast. Walter. By the way, he's my boss. I work for him. So. I can never call off because I'm always drinking on the show. Just is what it is. Like, bullshit. You're not calling off. You're not sick. I saw you last night, motherfucker. That great, but you've drunk a lot of beers. What is the coolest memory? The coolest memory outside of the Bills breaking the 17 drought. Coolest memory at Harry's Buffalo that you could tell something crazy that no viewer here is going to be like, no way that happened. You got that one. That one's like, oh my God. You wake up in the morning, you're like, oh my God, I wish I should have told you. You got that story. Tell us. Let's hear it.
Well, first off, I mean,
so start with a bottle of Rumplemints.
I mean, we're lucky that we have a lot of players that come in because they live down here. I mean, Aaron Williams has been in twice. Thurman's been in. Steve Christie came in. LaShawn McCoy came in. Sammy Watkins, Doug Flutie. So anytime a player comes in, it's getting to meet your heroes. But the best memory I have is, like I said, my mother died of cancer, and we gave out all these teddy bears to the hospital. The very next year, a man and a wife came walking in with a teddy bear, and one of the staff came and got me and said, "Hey, Walter, there's some people up there asking for you." I'm drunk. So I walk up there to him like, hey, I'm Walter. And they're like, hey, we wanted to donate a teddy bear. And I said, oh, okay, I appreciate it. I said, you guys Bills fans? They're like, no, we don't watch football. I was like, okay, well, how did you hear about this? And they said, our son was a recipient of a teddy bear the year before.
Oh my goodness.
And he's no longer with us. And they wanted to donate back. And they brought in a teddy bear to give back. And I have never sobered up so quickly in my lifetime.
Yeah.
And that was one of the most surreal moments that I realized that, it was bigger than everything else. It was bigger than the Bills game that was going on. Everything that's gone wrong in my life, didn't matter what I was going through. To hear them talk and to realize that I made a difference in their son's life, it was one of those moments that you just have to stop and think about. And it's like, wow.
Yeah, man, I lost
That's
lost my
awesome.
father to cancer too. That is amazing. That made my day. Just to hear, humanity again, and especially everything that's going on in life. You hear a lot too many bads, and you don't hear the good. And I think that is definitely something that amazing, brother. That's amazing.
It is, and I mean and like I said, once again, I'm lucky enough that Harry Buffalo, they advertise for us on their Facebook page that when we do the teddy bear drive, they hold on to all the teddy bears. They put up boxes, they decorate the boxes, and they do everything for us. People just bring in teddy bears, and people bring in teddy bears, and if you bring in 10 teddy bears, you get 10% off your bill.
Wow.
If the GM sees you coming in, he'll get you a shot right there, no questions asked.
Let me know the next teddy bear event. My wife and I will. It's either we buy them for our dogs because they'll eat them or hump them. But we'll send you guys. You have to give me your address, and we'll send you guys one each year. I'm in that one. And how can we do that? If we want to donate, do you have is it a certain thing, or you got to wait for an event just to do that?
We usually start right after Thanksgiving.
Right after Thanksgiving. Okay.
Yep, and that's going to give us enough time, usually 2 or 3 weeks to collect. And here's the thing is we have to schedule it up with the hospitals because obviously we're not allowed to interact with the kids or the parents because of HIPAA laws and everything else. So we have to set up a time and a date where we can drop it off in the hospital. They meet us, they take us into this room with all these toys, and they show you like what they go through.
Yeah.
And literally one of the most heartbreaking things is walking into that room and seeing all the toys, because people know that some of these kids ain't going to make it out and they'll never leave the hospital. So that's another reason why we want to give back.
That's badass. That is absolutely amazing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Amazing. If even the listeners are just going, wow, just because of it's a genuine thing, and I love the genuine stories. Tommy, you love genuine stories. I see you crying. That's why you wear the dark retractable sunglasses. You teared up too. Stop it. I'm not.
That's an awesome thing, brother. I love that there's good people still in this world that do that. Because there's a lot of evil in this world. So that's awesome to know that people care that much. It's not about football. It's just about giving, about love. So awesome, bro. Really awesome.
Yeah,
I mean, it's the same way when players come in. We don't. Aaron Williams came in twice this year. And he didn't ask for anything. He just wanted money donated to his favorite charity, Go to Cancer, to the Cancer Society. I mean, in one Sunday, we raised over $2,000 just from people drinking at the bar. Just so it's like I said. These are. I told Thurman, I said, to people who are not a Bills fan, you're just an NFL player. But for someone like me who got to watch you grow up, me growing up watching you play, you're a god to me, because I sat there every day, every Sunday in front of my TV with my Thurman Thomas jersey on as a kid, just thinking, wow, look at this guy. and had to go through the tragedies of the Big Four Super Bowl losses, and as a Bills fan, I went through that. When the Bills went to the first Super Bowl, me and my dad and my uncle shaved Bills into the back of our head. Well, let's just say back in my day, you couldn't go to school with a hat on. So for the next month and a half, I had to have Bills shaved into the back of my head. Okay. That was part of my that's I think why I'm scarred for life so much because of that one.
Nowadays, you know what? It's different because the generation that we grew up in, back day, we make fun of them. Oh, look at your beard, whatever. Nowadays, it's like, did you see how many likes I got? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I've got a billion. I'm virus. I'm virus with this haircut nowadays. But
I lived through them too, man. I started watching in '89, bro. So those are rough, bro. And I made my mom buy me an Apex Buffalo Bills jacket, huge in South Florida. I would rock that.
You still got it?
In sweat now, bro. I wish I did.
Oh my god,
bro, that jacket was so sweet, bro. But everyone was like, "This dude, it's like 110." And I'd be going to middle school with my fucking Apex jacket, bro. Snow jacket.
Awesome.
That was like the starter jackets.
Yeah.
Everybody had to have the starter jackets.
Oh,
dude. I rocked that thing. I couldn't even tell you how long. It'd be 90 degrees outside. I'd still put that bitch on.
Did you guys see Mitch Marner wearing a Bills Apex jacket this week?
Who? No. What?
Mitch Marner for the Toronto Maple Leafs was congratulating Patrick Marleau for breaking Gordie Howe's record, and he was wearing a Bills jacket during it.
Oh, Neil, brother, you got something like that. You got to go ahead and share the screen. Get ready for the draft night. I want to see that picture. That's amazing. That's awesome. He's gonna look for it now. That's what Neil does. He's
Oh, I got the picture. You know that.
Accept. That's my boy Neil right there. Walter,
I don't know how to share it, but hey, here we go.
Nice.
Yes. See, that is old school, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, I was talking about your phone. How do I do the drum roll? I think I got a drum roll coming, guys.
You suck.
Oh, all right, guys. So that that's awesome. We got to add a little light to the a little humor to the it's just like that's a very touchy subject, and honestly, somebody says, hey, we're doing a cause. I walk in some place and we're doing a cause for cancer. You could be a soccer star, you could be a basketball star, you can be a NASCAR star. I don't really care. You had neck cancer because just it hits close to home, and it's about doing the right thing, giving back. If I got the extra penny, I can also be proud of helping out. So you guys are just like, you guys are playing chess. We're all like, everyone else is playing checkers. That's amazing what you guys are doing. So thank you, brother.
Yeah.
It's I can say this, it's gratifying in a way, obviously, but it's hard for me because I will say this, 6 months before my mother died of cancer, my grandmother died of Alzheimer's. So, and my mother and I were really never that close until the later years. Me and her had a falling out. So it was, I kind of had two double whammies like right in a row. And, from that point on, it was just kind of like my outlook changed. It's like, it was always the life is too short thing. You got to try to make amends with people. And, it was my mother,
Yeah, man. That's, mafia, that's the beauty of mafia. We coming together. That's what makes us strong. That's what makes organizations such as Bills Backers Orlando so strong. We've all had different paths in lives, and we somehow circle around to losses. The one thing that can tie us all together, Buffalo Bills, your Buffalo Bills, who are going to win the Super Bowl in 2021, and our whole life, that's all we wanted to watch. And we're here. We're at the precipice of that year right now, boys. It's time.
It's definitely been
It's time. That's it. Here we go.
And it's definitely been a struggle this year, obviously with the COVID-19. Because once the schedule got released last year, we immediately booked tickets and airfare to go places, and so obviously this year made it kind of tough for a lot of people, but luckily we were still able to have fans in the bar and to come back. And obviously the way the season was, that going to the playoffs, and I'm hoping that they pick up Najee Harris in the draft and that they can ride the wave right back to the Super Bowl.
My man,
No,
Tommy.
No, Tommy, no. You don't get the high five because you're all team Etienne. You're like, oh, Etienne is so much fun.
Get the hell out of here! I've done multiple videos.
He's living like the SpongeBob memes.
He's lying. I've done multiple videos of saying we need to pick up Najee Harris. And now I did say, if we don't pick up him, I wouldn't mind ATN either. But Najee, I'm 100% in. No doubt we need to pick him up if he's available in that spot. I don't even care if we have to trade up a couple spots to get him. I'm telling you right now, we're going to be very upset if we don't draft him and he goes somewhere else. I'm telling you. You can't say no in the corners there. Right, but you're going to be coming back to me. You're going to be coming back to me week 3, week 4 saying, oh, man, I wish we got Najee Harris. He's tearing it up in the league.
Tommy, did you hear what Brandon Beane said this week? Brandon Beane did say that he was very happy about the running back we have in our team.
Beane is talking like any smart GM would.
Yeah.
You think he's going to show his cards?
All right. Tommy's absolutely correct. There's no way they're going to show their cards. No way. So, I do want to ask Walter what his thoughts are on the draft coming up, because guys, we're Doug Flutie days away from the draft, boys. Doug Flutie, next Thursday. At this time, we're doing a live show and getting. I gotta have my entire I'm just gonna take my my fridge, just take it out, bring it in the office, put it right here, because I'm gonna be doing a shit ton of drinks. Because this draft is we're pick number 30. Pick number 30, boys. Pick number 30. So I'm going to bed at 3 a.m. Sorry, Chris, my boss, if you're still listening. My show a little late that night. I do want to, before we get into the draft, before we get into the Buffalo Bills, because that's what the show is all about, Buffalo Bills. Guys, we're leaving. We got to leave Orlando. We're going to the next stop on Monday. We're going to Tampa on Monday to talk with Kyle at Bills Backers Tampa. And I want Mafia to understand about, if you're in Orlando for watching or going to Disney, you've got time to stop by Harry's Buffalo and see Walter. Send him a message on Facebook. Where can we find you, Walter? So if I'm traveling, hey, I'm going to send out to you. I want to meet you. I want to see you. I want to get some drinks. Let's go. What do we got to do? Please tell the viewers what's up, bud.
Well, all you got to do is you just go onto Facebook. You just go to Bills Backers Orlando the Herd, or you can find us on Instagram, same way. Now, I will say this though: there are 3 to 4 other Bills Backers bars in Orlando. Nothing against them. I tell people I want you to go visit them. I do, because once you go to them, you're going to realize why you come to us. Nothing against them, but share the love. So obviously I got to give a shout out to Kitty O'Shea's. They're down by the Disney area. Awesome beef on wax sandwich. That's another Bills bar. And, they go hard too. But it's like I tell people, you can just make it to any Bills bar. And I go to Kitty O'Shea's sometimes. Not on Sundays, though. I go down there, get a beef on weck, get a blue, get a house dressing, hang out. But if you're definitely in the Arrow, check out Kitty O'Shea's, good food. But if you're downtown, Harry Buffalo, 2 stories, I'll take you on the ghost tour myself. Hell, as long as I got someone to hold my hand, we okay. That's all I ask for.
So I can't hold your hand because I'm going to have 2 bottles. One's going to be a bottle of vodka. The other hand's going to be a bottle of purified Christian Catholic Church God, whatever that thing you did the church thing that I get
you
sunlight
go.
when
I mean,
I ain't scared of no
stick my
ghosts,
hand
man.
and I walk in on my thing. What's it called?
I mean,
I'll
I'm
go
an
with
ordained,
So I would do it.
I mean, I'm an
I'm
ordained
down. I'm
minister
down.
online, so I can bless your water for you if you need me to.
Blessed water. That's what I was trying to get at. Have I not watched Constantine? Blessed water from the Pope, directly from the Pope, though. It also won't work.
I mean, obviously, it's like I said, Facebook, Instagram, you can find us. If you go to the Bills website, you can click on Bills Backers tab, and it pulls up the whole map across the world. And you can scroll down state by state by state. It's going to give you the name of the bar, the location, the chapter president. It's going to give you any emails associated or Facebook links. So if you get the chance, you can go on there, take a look. Obviously, if you go to our Facebook page, you're going to see all kinds of photos and videos. You're going to see people being slammed through tables. You're going to see copious amounts of people doing shots. You're going to see photos of me blacked out, I think, on there too.
So I got to say, though, appreciate all this information, but the sound is, I don't know if it's just me, but the sound that it's coming from you, it's like distorted. And it sounds like I'm in, like, it's honestly, it sounds like I'm on shrooms right now going, oh my God. So I hope this goes through. That's gonna be my promo. It's this right here. And it's because like you sounded like Bane for a minute, then I went to like Voltron. I don't know. It's probably the shrooms I ate.
Thanks for sharing the wealth.
I'm joking. The boss was like, we need to submit you for a random drug test. Bro, that's awesome, man. Guys, check it out. This place looks, I can't even, like, where am I going here? I'm like, hey, can I have a beer?
Place is like a Nashville bar.
Wait a minute. Let me grab a beer from one of these guys down here.
And I will say this too, is on Saturdays it's a Florida State bar. So if you're a Florida State fan, you can come in. Once again, out of my control. It's kind of one of those things.
All right. It is about the you. Just saying. It is about the you. Neil James Casa Pizza. What's great? Thanks for the tip. What does that mean?
Shit.
All right. That's what she said. Neil's giving out pizza.
You know the best players come from the U. Come on,
all right,
man.
ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the main event. No, we already had the main event. Walter, thank you so much for telling us about your location, getting to know you. Now it's time to talk a little Buffalo Bills. Okay. Buffalo Bills, number one, going to the Super Bowl. We already talked about Tampa Bay. Okay, great. Guess what, boys? We're Doug Flutie days away from the NFL draft. I'm so excited. I might even be able to sleep Wednesday. Who do you got in the draft? First off, tell us what you're doing for the draft and what is your thought on that draft coming up? Come on, talk to us.
All right, Harry Buffalo is going to be doing a draft party down there. It's just a regular NFL draft party. So if you're in the area, come down, wear your favorite team's colors. We don't care what team you support. It's the NFL draft. Come down, watch your team select somebody. Now, I will say this. On the fact of what Neil said earlier about, Brandon Beane said there's nothing good with the everything's good with the running backs. He said the same thing right before they cut LaShawn McCoy. He said everything was good with the running backs. So, after last season, don't get me wrong. I like Singletary, I like Moss. But they just weren't consistent.
We've got Christian Wade. We're not talking about running backs without talking about Christian motherfucking Wade.
He just got another exemption, thank God.
That's the number one rule of this show. If we're talking about running backs, it's Christian Wade. That's it. Anything else? Carry on.
God save the Queen. God save the Queen. It was just her birthday. So
I know, Governor.
But I mean, if they don't go running back, they keep talking about Asante Samuel Jr. from Florida State.
Who are you going? You're in the armpit. You're the GM. Bean,
I'm trading down.
I'm fired.
I'm trading down.
And Walter's like, I'm taking over. What would you pick in that chair?
I'm trading down.
Yeah.
Yep. Gonna trade down. Gonna pick up a couple extra picks.
So you're confident with our team. You think our team is solid? You're like, fuck it. We don't
Absolutely. With obviously with what they did last year. Listen, nobody expected them to play how they did, considering everything that was going on.
Have you not heard any of my podcasts? I've literally said it every single week. I was like Miss Cleo, fortune telling. Hey, yeah, my friend. But
I mean, obviously, with the players coming back, you know, it's a new mindset and it's a new attitude, and the Bills players have a different swagger about themselves with the offseason moves. I mean, Stephon Diggs' first year, I mean, look what the guy did. You know, and you listen to the Minnesota fans that called him a virus, called him a diva. And look what the guy came in and did this year. And I think with what they have, there's just a few small holes. And I think the running back spot is one of them. I mean, me personally, I was still confused about the whole punting situation, what they did the offseason this year. I did not see that one coming.
Round 1, pick 30. You're trading back.
Yeah, I'm trading back.
Awesome, my man. Neil, my dog. What is your – so, by the way, just disclaimer, Neil is a stat guy. He is so statty, you have no idea. So, I don't know, whatever that means. It sounds cool. You're just designated stat guy. Neil, what do you got for us, Bob? What's your deal since we're duck 40 days away? What are you picking at number 30?
Well,
and why isn't that?
I don't see Najee Harris. I don't Najee Harris lasting past the Pittsburgh Steelers in all reality. That's just it. If he does, great. Let's see the Bills pick him up. If he does not, I'd like to see a player like Phillips drop to them. Gregory Rousseau from Miami would be a solid pickup, and I'm okay with them going after Asante Samuel Jr. as well. These are 3 solid pickups. Other than that, I mean, if they trade back, that's great. Finding a trade partner to trade back sometimes it can be a little bit difficult when you're in the end of the draft. So if they can do that, great. But if not, either one of those 3 would be really fit the Bills.
Sounds good. I like it.
Out.
Armchair out. Tommy. What's up?
You know who I want.
Ooh,
Najee Harris. It's Najee Harris or
hold on, stop. I'm gonna go. Neil, we need to go back and rewatch the videos of our boy Tommy going.
Oh, please do.
I've been watching Najee. I've been watching this kid named. First off, he can't even pronounce his name right. He's like,
please do.
At 10.
Please, no, but I've been saying Najee Harris. No. I've been saying Najee Harris from the beginning. And I told you, if they don't pick Najee, ATN is a playmaker. No, I'm telling you now. It don't matter. If they pick him, I'm going to tell you right now, if they wind up picking ATN, you're going to come back and you're going to apologize to me, and you're going to be like, bro, ATN's the man, or Najee Harris is the man. Anyways, if they don't pick either one of those guys, I would trade down for sure. Because at pick 30, why not trade that pick and you get another pick in the second round? It's the wise move to make. But if Najee Harris is available around that spot, hell yes, you take him. You have to. You're telling me. I'm gonna look at some mock drafts here. Caleb Farley, cornerback, first round pick. Are you serious? Listen, there's so many good cornerbacks in this draft. You can get them in the second round easily. You can get 2 cornerbacks in the second round that are first round grades. Okay, we need an edge, right? Who's the best edge in here? We're not going to get him. We're pick 30. It ain't going to happen, right? So why not just trade down if you're not going to take a playmaker? Brandon Beane said it best. We don't need to go for need this draft, which makes this draft great for us. We could pick the best player available, which to me is going to be Najee Harris or ATN if they're on the board. Take them. Take them while they're there, because you're going to regret it. And I'm going to bring this up. Okay, DK Metcalf. We messed up big time. We took Cody Ford, who may not even be on this team, and we had a chance to get a stud wide receiver, and nobody talks about it. We are quiet in Buffalo. That was a mistake, and you guys know it.
Didn't get
If
hurt. Hold
DK
on.
on the team right now,
Did he
you
not
guys
get hurt?
would be
Did
in
he
love.
not get hurt? I don't know. Whatever.
Big mistake.
Under certain things, but I'm pretty sure DK got hurt.
First off,
though.
Tommy, there were
Oh, come on,
31
really? Are
other
you gonna
teams that
go there? DK's
I
like
am
one
gonna
of
go there.
the
I'm going there. I'm going
31
there.
teams passed on him. So
You know what you
You
are?
can't blame-
So right now, right now, Cody Ford. If they were to offer DK Metcalf for Cody Ford right now, straight up, would you take it?
DK.
I'm not saying that they shouldn't
Okay, okay.
draft
Thank you.
him.
So what are you talking about?
Woulda,
There's no
coulda,
way to
shoulda.
prevent that.
Cody Ford may not even be
coulda,
on this
shoulda,
team in a year or two. That was a big
cares? That's not-
mistake.
that's not
We
the
had a chance to grab him. Why not take him? We needed a receiver.
31 other
Made
teams made the same
no sense.
mistake.
But whatever, that's the past.
31 made the
We're
same mistake.
Fourth.
All right, here's what we're gonna do, guys. Here's what we're gonna do. Hold on a second.
Man, get me heated.
The question is, who's gonna last longer, DK Metcalf or Cody Ford?
Cody Ford might be flipping burgers at In-N-Out. I don't know. I'm telling you, DK Metcalf is way better.
Well, we're gonna see after this preseason.
I'm sorry. You can love Cody Ford, but he may not be on this team. We don't even know what position he's at. We're flipping him all over. He may be a tight end before you know it. I have no idea. Hey, boo me all you want. I'm not a fan.
All right.
I'm sorry.
Flag on Tommy.
Sorry.
3-yard penalty.
Sorry.
We're not going to draft a running back because we got Christian Wade, guys. When they say Christian Wade is going to make the roster, you're all going to shit your pants. You're going to be like, "Oh my god, I can't believe Brian from Breaking Tables was right." Just watch.
Christian Wade.
Walter,
Christian Wade is Nate Peterman's preseason.
Go ahead and mute this guy over here, Tommy. Hey, go change your Dolphins colors again, Walter. Bro, all right, I'm sorry. I'll unmute. He's actually a good guy, even though he's a Dolphins fan.
Dan Marino.
I'm just gonna fucking kick him out of here. Hold on a minute. I have to after that one.
Every time he says Dan Marino, I keep thinking, all I think is Ace Ventura, laces out.
Laces out. Guys, we are so this close. We're this close. And by the way, you know you can unmute yourself, right, Tommy? Yeah,
No, I'm four beers in. I don't know. And I
Tommy or Neil figured that one out quick. He's like, no, I can unmute myself.
Oh, you're gonna meet me? Got
Okay,
that.
Brian. Now, Brian, I got a question for you though. You obviously you got a hard on for Christian Wade.
Yeah, dude, he's a badass.
Okay,
He's so fucking good. He's so good. He averages like fucking 70 yards. Why would I not like him?
if they offered you a straight up trade, DK Metcalf for Christian Wade, what would you do?
I'll tell you why, ladies and gentlemen. Because he never once played NFL football. He played, cricket and all that shit that those fucking birds do over the pond, whatever they call it over there.
Rugby.
I know that, but over the pond is the Atlantic. I know he played rugby. I played rugby. I watched him play rugby.
that's why you like
bad ass. If you anybody who knows a rugby player, ask around. When you meet a rugby player, guess what? They're rugged, they're tough, they're just some guys that I'd want to be on my side if anybody talks shit. Like, I'm with him, you know?
The whole Samoan team. That's who I want.
Oh, bro, yeah, right?
Yeah, right.
I'm saying. So he's like part of that echelon, that level of like he's already built tough. And he's every time he touched that ball, not knowing anything about, and these guys played their entire life. These guys, okay, you can make the argument, they're around second string, third string, fourth string, might not even make the roster, whatever. These guys played their entire life in the NFL, and they're going to touch them. Christian Wade is going to be
fourth quarter, bro.
I'm going to get him on my show. Christian Wade, if you're watching, I'm getting you on my show. I saw you looked on Twitter with my message going, please be on my show. I'm a fanboy.
I
Christian
like
Wade.
Wade, man. I do like Wade, Brian, but he's gonna be nothing. He's gonna be like a practice squad. He's gonna either be practice squad guy forever, as long as we keep him, or he's gonna be a special team player.
Oh, sorry, Tommy, can't hear you. Go ahead. So, Walter, that's why I agree.
Or a special teamer.
Oh, why did I tell him that he can turn off the mic?
I know the mute button.
Neil, whose side you got on, brother. And choose your words carefully because you are my current co-host.
I do like Christian Wade as well. However,
Yes, I like you.
I don't see him being a starter. I'd love to see him be a starter. I'd love to see him get a chance, but it's better than what we have.
All right, guys. Well, you know what I got to say about that one?
Fatality.
Okay, you guys got me. I'm always getting outnumbered by everybody in the room, whether it's our special guest Walter from Orlando Bills Backers, whether it's Tommy, Buffalo Mafia Sports Talk, whether it's my own fucking co-host. Jesus, man, no love anywhere. Boys, I do want to say cheers. Thank you guys all for partaking in this fun conversation. It's good to know about. And Walter, I'm 3 hours away, bro. I'm only 3 hours away. If you're in town, if you golf or anything, hit me up. Or we go, hey, we'll have a beer, bro. We'll have a beer to shit. Or if I'm in Orlando, hey, I'm calling you, bro. I'm going to stop by Harry's Buffalo.
I mean, like I said, we're working on a couple events during the off season. Obviously, we've been working with Gabe Davis and his family. We're trying to get him to come in the next month or two before he heads back to Buffalo, because he's a local boy. He went to his high school was down here. His UCF was down here, obviously. So we're trying to get him to come in. And then during the off season, we usually play back some old memory games. Last year, for example, we played the comeback game just to get fans to come in during the off season. Wear your best Bills gear. Come on in June, July. Have something to drink, hang out.
Nice, dude. That's your next one. And then honestly, you're gonna be on the show again. You're gonna be on the show again because if for the fans, if I don't go to Tampa because of the whole fact that I'm not watching him put up a ring, I just might be like, I'm joking. I'm going to Tampa, but I'm going to Orlando one of these nights. I'm gonna set up shop. We're doing a live show from Harry's Buffalo, and that's gonna be absolutely epicness.
Are we gonna do it from the third floor though?
Oh, I'm in.
Please do.
I'm gonna go.
I'm there.
Blessed water. Neil, you win, bro.
I'll make the hour drive over. Hell yeah.
Walter, are you down, bro? It's three of us. Do we all
down?
Listen, we all can't die together. Only one of us could probably die first, and then a ghost can't walk. I'm like, all three you're dead. No way. I watch too much cartoons for this shit.
Listen, I'll be the first one to admit I will sacrifice somebody for my own safety. I will not lie.
Neil, I'm sorry, brother. You've got glasses. Just saying. Bro, I'm just saying, bro. This statistically, the guy with the glasses usually dies first. Just saying.
That's true. That's true.
Dude, that would be epic. Please, can we go record? And then, then we'll tag the ghost hunters and be like, hey, listen, you're missing out. These crazy motherfuckers are in the Blair Witch house right now.
I will say this.
Walking with a over his face.
Anybody, if anybody wants to come down to Harry Buffalo, we will definitely set that up. Obviously, I'd be more than welcome to give anybody a tour. Come down, come through. Make sure you bring your rock salt. Have a couple other ghost things that you may need. Change of underwear, because because listen, when the supernatural shit starts happening, I'm just saying, y'all gonna hear me scream like a girl. It's gonna be very high pitch, and I'm hauling ass.
Wear diapers. He's saying wear diapers. Tommy's wearing diapers. Tommy,
all the time, man. That's how I'm getting old, man. I gotta.
And if you guys are really lucky, there may be some side street festivities that are happening too.
Shit.
Nice.
What do you mean? Like ghost side streets activity?
A couple years ago, during a Monday night game, some drunk idiot climbed on the ladder. He climbed the ladder on the top of the building, got completely butt naked, and was ready to kill himself. Just some random guy. So they had to shut down the bar. OPD, fire department, everybody comes through, and we're all out there standing. There's this guy standing on top of the ledge ready to kill himself.
Oh, he's possessed with that ghost. He's possessed.
He was on something.
It was possession. I watched too many scary movies.
Just love
It was
visiting.
Class 2 possession. All right, boys, guys. This is all the time we have for tonight. I really have to get this. Walter, I appreciate you hopping on, my man. It's really good to get to know you. Get the viewers to see Bill's backers. To kind of like watch the video and just be part of, be part of the show by listening to what you got to tell us about Harry's Buffalo. And I know you've got another customer right here. So you gotta let me know about your next events. Post them on. I'm following you on Facebook. I really do appreciate you hopping on, brother. Thanks for hopping on.
No, absolutely. And like I said, obviously, you guys, I appreciate you having us come on, get to let people know what we've got going on in different cities. Because obviously not everybody has the luxury to go home for a game. So that's what we try to provide at Harry Buffalo, is a little piece of home for the people that can't go home, whether it's giving someone a Labatt to bringing in pizza logs. So it's our way of letting people know that we're all family here, and that Harry Buffalo's slogan is every game is a home game. That's their slogan. And that's the kind of environment we try to provide. So obviously anybody wants to come down, during the season, I guarantee you're going to have a good time. If you don't have a good time, I will personally pay your tab for you and buy you a beer.
You heard that? Whoa, wait, you all heard that? He is going to buy your beer if you are not satisfied. Okay?
Absolutely. And I promise you, every year, and I said, it's every game we do giveaways. People win autographs. So people will win something autographed every week. We also have donations coming in from other companies. I had a girl last year. She donated from Brushed Artistry, Robin. She donated a whole tanning, teeth whitening, and eyelash because we wanted to give something that included the ladies too. So we have something for everybody. 50-50 drawings. So you name it, we got it. So obviously, I challenge Tommy. I challenge Neo. I challenge Brian. I challenge you. Come down to Harry Buffalo. We're going to go shot for shot of Rumplemintz. I challenge you.
We're leaving the Orlando right now. I'm not
That's it.
Babe! Babe!
Because I will say this.
No! He's like, what the fuck? I'm watching this asshole just scream. I'm in the next room. All right, love you. Love you, baby.
We love you too. Sorry,
Well,
honey.
that's awesome, my man. I challenge accepted. I'm in. Going in. If I have to do like a little detour, Orlando first, then go over to Tampa to see Tampa Neil, I'm in. Neil.
I will say this too, guys. Keep this in mind.
Yes.
For all your fans that are listening, we're going to do something special for your fans right now. I'm going to do something special. Once the schedule come out, the games get released, I'm going to post a link on your guys' Facebook page and your Instagram page for group sales for the Tampa game and the Jacksonville game. So all your fans can get discount tickets to those games under the Bills backers discounts. I'm going to post a link on your guys' pages. You'll be able to pick your seats and pick your locations. And we're going to have all kinds of tailgate parties. John Holler, if you're going to go down to Miami, he's going to throw a huge party down there. We're also going to work with Tampa and Jacksonville. But obviously, your fans are going to be able to get the discount by using the link that we're going to provide for you.
Awesome, brother. All right, man. I look forward to that, brother. I want to thank you for hopping on. Tampa Neil, I'm actually very surprised that your internet held through the entire time.
It's the hat.
Hey, you cannot not do a show. Wait, you cannot not do a show without that hat again, because this is the best you've ever been, brother.
Dude, I'll get it. I'll rock this all the time. I love it. This is my boat hat. Come on now.
Boats and hose.
Awesome, brother. Neil, he's my favorite co-host. Thank you, brother. Moving up to Tommy, my man from Detroit, who's freezing his ass off up north.
It snowed today.
We've been talking about Orlando. I want Disney World and the 85, 95 weather we were already having. And he's like, it snowed last night, you asshole. And that's
literally 75 degrees out right now.
The cold's the best.
Tommy, I want to thank you for hopping on too, brother. I know that you always have a good time with us. And everybody, this is Breaking Tables. Mafia, if you're still listening, I love you. Love you. Hey, man, we're going to Orlando. Guys, thank you all for watching. Mafia, we're out. Bye-bye. Go Bills.
Go Bills.